It's frustrating as anything. When it doesn't work, it's a pain. When it works, it's great. But it's few and far between that it works. So you do share right there, and that allows this screen to be shared there, and then you go over to the PowerPoint, and then they'll be able to see it. Very simple. I think I need it.
Can you show them how to share? Or wait, no, show them. Yes. I mean, I know how to share, but I don't know how to find it.
Right.
Have you seen the new houses? I mean, they're really.
See? Don't know. Is it gonna catch up? I don't know, but I got other stuff.
I look one. Better than my brain.
Wow.
You look confused.
I am confused. He's showing me technology stuff. That is not ever been my forte. Oh, yeah. Plus my hairline's getting worse every year.
Tell me about it.
You still have full head of hair. There was a day, a long time ago, the couch.
It's no color. But
Right. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm taking on by the thread. Literally.
I know.
Yeah, that's.
yeah, you want to put that in.
It's just. It's just that.
Whether we buy a new one.
They get in there.
I'll see if we can get the thing fixed.
That's what they can do now today. Yeah. Oh, okay. Email Outlook.
Like secretary at lakestevensrotary.org or something. Where the fuck is little? There it is. Oh yeah, it's already up.
Secretary Lake Stevens.
Is that it? Click Gary. That's probably gonna then bring up Gary's the secretary. Okay, just click from this. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Federal fund, yes. Built it. 72. That's a building. What do you think about? Get about that.
I want to tell the car. Where's my record? Are you gonna change here?
I'm gonna throw the presentation on here. Anywhere you want it. Yeah. I won't ruin it. You're not doing it. Is that? What's that? I was just gonna download it. Download my presentation. Are we not, are we doing, are you doing a presentation also?
Yeah. We can put ours off. I was like.
Are you planning on me doing the state of the city? Sir?
I don't know. I thought Kendra had them there.
Oh, if that's, I had it on my calendar, I was doing the state of the city. Oh,
You're ready and all that.
no,
Next week.
no, I'll do mine next week. Yeah, I'm totally cool with that. In fact, I might even be off.
How dare you procrastinate?
No, no, you guys go ahead. I had it on my calendar. No, I'm sorry. No, that's so weird. Let me look at my calendar.
Boy, I thought I don't know, I just always look at the page before I do the morning thing.
Yeah, I had it on my calendar this morning, but I can totally do it next week. Yeah, the city's not going there. It's still here. All right, cool. That takes a little pressure off.
Now you get to be a spectator. Shit.
I just want to run. That email went through now. What? That email.
Don't ask me, I'll just.
Doesn't look like it.
Is he having or not?
Well, it would be in this inbox here. This is Gary's inbox, right? Yeah. If it wasn't so important, I wouldn't do this, but it's like the actual means to do it. It's like, otherwise you're just educating, you know? Yeah. Yeah.
How this always seems to be, you know? I absolutely, you know.
Might be a Gmail to Outlook thing. Right.
Send an email from this to you and then reply with the attachment if you can. Can you do that? What's that? Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna harass you.
Good idea. Well, I've got to get in and set up. I want to just set up and lead directly to them, like Ron does. Ron does that, and it's great because you set it, forget it. You don't have to. Oh, wait, I'm dues. I'm adding in. You know what I mean? Just let it pay my
Well, something about this account's not sending. Oh, yeah. Unable to receive oh.
We'll just do it next time. We have to come up here
Okay,
several times.
okay.
We'll get the two. Pick it up. I can't say. I'll take your phone and plan.
Yeah. It's like, but if I can even like get it emailed, then we can just pull it up on the email. At the end of the presentation, which would be freaking awesome.
Right.
Yeah. Well, all right. Did not.
If we didn't get it, we're gonna do it next time. Unless he finds a way.
Good morning. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And the rotary four-way test of the things we think say or do first. Second. Third.
With their goodwill and better friendships,
Fourth.
will be beneficial to all.
Fifth.
It's a fun.
All right, good morning, everybody. The number one song, March 6th, 2005.
And the art.
Candy by 50 Cent. The number one movie, March 6th, 2005. Anybody want to guess? It had Vin Diesel in it.
2005.
2005.
What was the name on that one?
Five, six, seven, eight.
I missed,
March 6th of 2005.
it was in the club,
What's that?
was it in the club?
It may have been in the club, but it was also played outside of the club. You know, you got that
I don't
right.
know what the name of the.
Oh, it's Candy Shop. Candy Shop.
Candy.
Which, how many of you guys remember that song? Yeah. So funny.
Got it, it's like that.
Maybe got you through the hard times, right? Okay, see, any visitors? All right. Birthdays, Tracy DeWolf on 3/8. And then what do we have? No other birthdays, no spouse's birthdays, anniversaries, Don and E, 23 years on the 8th. 23 years. No Rotary anniversaries, so it looks like we need to get more people to join the club so we can fill up some of these, because we've had a lot of blank anniversaries, so. Announcements, Tracy.
Yes, I want to show you all what the power of two Rotarians. Two Rotarians, what we can do. And here's my $5 for, this is like a plug for the Sherwood auction on May 9th. I hope you all are signed up to go. Lori and I have put together our talents, and this blanket. This is a baby blanket. I'm sure everybody knows somebody who's gonna have a baby. Changing pad, we got fur rags, we have pacifier clips, and this cute little bag is all color coordinated. So this is an auction item. May 9th at the Sherwood auction. Come and bid high on this, because I'm sure you know some grandkids that are gonna be born. Neighbors, your coworkers, anything. So I think all of that, we did.
You said we have to wait, Bob.
Yes,
You said we have to wait 2 months for this? You don't want to auction it off now?
no, this is May 9th. Come with the auction, and we got a second one in progress. It's almost done for the Rotary auction. Yeah, 19. So power two. Yeah.
This camera kills me. Well, okay. The reports, treasurer's report, Lori.
And we've got money in the bank, so that's good. Ready to come out and finish.
Yeah,
But
it's all good.
the meeting with Lance at Cliff the other night, and we've got a new victim, treasurer. Oh, but it's time to vote, never clear, so.
Vote for Lori.
Go back to business.
All right, so President-elect.
I'll talk at the end of the presentation.
All right, Secretary report.
Just a reminder, the next board meeting is changed, it's gonna be in, Wednesday, March 18th. Yeah, that's the right date. Yes, it is. And we're still at the same place. And just a friendly reminder to keep everybody, up to date. We need sponsors. And so you've, checked with Penny. We need them.
All right. Chris? International? Chris? International? That's it, nothing?
Same old stuff as last.
Then make something up.
You
You make something up, we would never know. I mean, you could say that they just life flighted in some books to the kids, something.
There's more international than come on, people. I got some new batteries.
Were you reading? See, okay. All right, good job. All right, so we don't have, Kendra, do you have anything for, programs? Maybe, possibly.
I've sent out some emails and I haven't gotten responses from people, but I am looking for some new members to schedule classification talks. So if you've received an email from me, please look out for my name, I should say, in your inbox. And if you haven't gotten one, feel free to reach out to me or reach out to Brian and he can forward it on to me. So we can get you guys scheduled.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So Ron, what you got for your jokes, Ron? Jokey jokes, sir?
Well, I can barely hear you, so hopefully you can hear me.
So speak loud. Yeah.
What do you call a sleepy pizza maker?
Louder, we couldn't hear you.
Papa yawns.
Say the joke again, and then because we heard part of the punchline. You got to speak really loud.
We'll fix the audio.
Nope, I'm not saying that.
What do you call a sleepy pizza maker?
Sleepy pizza maker.
Papa yawns.
Papa yawns.
Okay, I'm done.
What was the next one? Do you have two? That's it?
Yeah.
Huh? Fine. Then we'll tell us more than one joke. All right. Time for the drawing and, oh, wait, no. Membership. I totally skipped right over. I did on purpose, actually. You know, I just wanted to see if you're paying attention. The fact you're standing up in the back alerted me to it. You said it to this. Good job. All right. Come on over, Kel.
We have one more welcome this morning. We've received Tony, but Erin thankfully is here and we are super excited to welcome her officially to Rotary. Come on. Gary. Very good. We have one for Tony.
All right.
Yes. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
I'm there in spirit.
James?
Yes, sir. All right. Everybody's got their raffle tickets? Madam Treasurer, what's our
176.
Mayor, Lawrence Boyd, on the red ticket. Those numerals son dos. Uno. Wrong. 200. The 211 is the 211. Ready? Yes. All right.
Nobody falls. Then I'll.
All right. Verify the mini duck is in the spot. Yep. You get a conflict, right? Let's start with our folks online. Mr. Past President, are you happy?
Yep, happy. I'm babysitting, so that's why I'm not in there. So I'm happy.
Good deal. Awesome. Kendra, are you happy?
Yes, pretty happy. Well, we have had like our house has been hit with whatever virus is going around. So, but it seems to be on the tail end. So hopefully, everyone gets healthy. So I'm happy because it's on its way out.
Daniel, good morning.
Good morning. I'm happy. My wife and I just celebrated our 17th wedding anniversary on the 26th of February. So looking forward to making it to 20. It's going to be an easy road because her and I just get along so well.
Good deal. Awesome. There you go. And Tony, good morning.
Good morning. I'm happy that I am almost done with my Chicago trip and coming home tonight.
All right. Good deal. Well, safe travel. Yep. Mr. President.
Happy in about 2 hours I head out, go on a vacation, so. And an off-road trip.
Where we go?
Down to Scottsdale and Tombstone, and then there's this ORV park down there, so we get to take the Bronco out and try out my new air. You gotta air down
too much fun.
You gotta air down the tires and then air them all back up.
Yeah.
So this air compressor will do all 4 tires at the same time.
Wow.
Are you trailering it down?
What's that?
Trailering it?
No, man, sorry, we drive this thing. So we put like 27,000 miles on this thing and we got it end of December last year. No,
Yeah, 24.
4, yeah, so.
All right.
Taking Chinook with you, aren't you?
He's lucky to be alive right now. No, Zach's gonna watch him, so. Thank God.
Brandon.
So I go out this week and I get in my big F-350 dualies, 2 yards of rock. I take it home to my house, I back it across the front yard, I unload it, no problem. I need 2 more yards, so I go down yesterday, I get 2 more yards of rock. As soon as I pull into my front yard, my truck sinks in the yard. So now while the gravel might get done, I've got 2 6-foot trenches in my front yard that are about that deep that are all gonna have to. And of course, my house is crazy. That's my week. Yeah. Oh, right.
Good morning.
That's Friday. I'm happy.
Good. And we're looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you.
Ms. Debbie?
Yeah, happy it's Friday. Happy for the fireside, the rest of the court.
Yeah, I'm happy. It is Friday. I get to head out here and go straight down to the convention center and deal with Comic-Con.
Right.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm out. It's interesting. Breaks were out yesterday. It was another. Walk around, you don't know what you're gonna see. So, yeah, we got all the schmucky mucks coming in. That's why I'm dressed as a banker today. So I gotta go down and deal with that. But yeah, Comic-Con will be interesting. It's $52 to park at that building. I parked in the brand pretty cheap. But $52 to park.
When celebrities are coming.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. But I just know that I'm in the old convention center in 22 and they're all downstairs. So they've had to block off the convention center now after the Microsoft protest last year. They've now had to isolate us that I can work in the convention center from. It was for protesters, so now it's no, it's the Comic-Con people. Oh, it's a trip, man. I saw that at full gas mask walking around. I didn't know what to think. I'm just looking at the footings. Put them for bankers. Right? How you doing? Who do you bank with, brother?
For stable and in school districts, I'm like at the Comic-Con convention. So, as your superintendent, I gotta tell you, $1 to help me maintain my humility as your superintendent, because yesterday I'm talking to a fellow superintendent in the state of Washington. He says, Do you just win everything in sports competitions? I'm like, right. You know, good for the coaches, good for the kids, good for the community that supports all of that with our levy. So thank you. Our girls are off to state. They're playing. They're in the losers bracket right now, but let's hope they can overcome and keep moving forward on girls basketball. Spring sports has sprung. So of course, based on competition, I am competitive, but think about this. Purpose of the sports that EPNO levy pays for is to engage the students in healthy, positive activities so they can work as a team and learn how to manage their behavior and aspire to do something better. So that's what the dollars are paying for. And then my last dollar is just, I continue to be grateful for the support of this community. Thank you for supporting me personally as your superintendent. My real name is Mary. And I'm happy to be here.
With all three goes Dr. Pete.
Videos. The lights at the two schools have been. That would have been $1 worth, right? Yeah, game changer, literally. Thank you. This is so. The bond, so that's part of what community paid for. Of course, it's new schools that we need, but it's also things for the community. Friday night lights are now on. Super cool. So thank you. Sorry, I interrupted you. No, I was just clapping for together. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm also thankful that it is Friday, and I'm really looking forward to some shifts and changes at the thrift store. We are growing already and changing some of our, Jessica has come aboard and she's helping me at the thrift store. We're creating a boutique where we're going to have like some little more fun, curated. It's going to be store looking, you know, like a downtown Snohomish store, even though it's thrift store prices. So that will be kind of the front end of our store, and I'm super excited about that. So come check this out. I've been painting all week, and I'm done.
Good deal.
You're a fast painter. I'm just so happy to be alive. Got a new team I'm working with, and I'm really excited for the future.
Good deal. All right. Mr. President-elect. Happy for the program today, and I'll tell you a little bit more at the end. All right. For that.
Yeah, I'm super happy for the program today. I'm actually doing the research for this presentation for me as a new member was pretty eye-opening. So I hope it's cool for you guys. And Bob and I hope, and Lance are hopefully gonna crush it for you. Laugh, even if the jokes are bad.
Let's talk about Bob's.
Here is my $5 fine for shamelessly promoting the on May 9th. All it is Kentucky Derby, so get your hats ready. Here's $1 for I'm excited for the Rotary auction. September 19th. It was on the 12th. Okay, September 19th, you're going to be able to bid on the other one. So you have twins, well, siblings or cousins or whatever. Twins work, but you have to wait 6 months for it.
So.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm happy it's Friday.
happy it's Friday. Everybody's happy.
I'm happy for the presentation today because it's not me affair.
Unless you want
I don't know, I just got that in the state of the city. We'll do it next week.
Okay.
Cool.
That's why or we could, you know what, we push it off till next week.
You
Be here at an amazing time with the YMCA. You may or may not have seen a million pictures. It's really, really, really fun fundraising in that space. So good. Something else I wanted to mention really quick is the city of Lake Stevens is hosting a great egg hunt the day before Easter. They're trying to fill 20,000 eggs. So you'll be able to show up at the mill, they'll throw out all the empty eggs, they'll throw out all the stuffings, and then you just put it together and chit chat and dance around to some music. I was trying to get my kids' lacrosse teams involved in it, but we have a double header that day, so that would be a lot of time together. The date you're jotting down is Saturday, March 28th, anytime from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Like it would be a fun event, as many Rotarians could get there and just chit chat and, you know, give back a little bit, social responsibility stuff.
You know, you can buy those on Amazon pre-stuff.
But we didn't get it here from Brett, but I think there's no money for that.
No, that's from the Parks Department, right?
It is, yeah.
Last Friday, being around three people, great for that. Thank you.
I'm happy to be here, and I'm not gonna say that I'm drowning in Aquafest because we're making some really great progress. But the website project is almost done, and I am very proud to be this close to launching it. And moving on to others. It's a great communication. It's a huge website. We're getting a really big upgrade. It's gonna make it a lot more easy to find information, to stay connected, a lot more interactive. It's very up to date.
Moving into the 20th century.
Yes.
Very.
It's good to see everybody at the fireside the other night at Rusty Park. We had 15 or more people that showed up. It was good. Plus, there was about 10 other people out in the audience that non-Rotarians in the community, girls' night out, I think it was. And got to talk to a lot of people. So it was good.
Yeah.
Friday, I was gonna give a shout out to Amy, but she left because she took Johnny, Grace and I on a tour of labor and delivery. And they were here in June. That's exciting. And then today is self-care day and Jessica's doing a facial for us. So I'm excited.
Go see Jessica.
Yeah. See Jessica.
I'm really, as excited as I can see. Because I'm grateful, I'm really big on volunteer stuff, and I'm around in that area. And I keep overhearing people talk about, there's this great thrift shop in Lake Stevens. And I'm only eavesdropping, but I'm like, I know her.
You win. You're excited.
Been a while. But it's exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So as Mary said, spring sports have started. We've had probably close to 1,000 students sign up for the various sports. There's golf, girls, tennis, baseball, softball, track and field. Got almost 400 kids participating. So it's exciting. And I don't know how we're going to move them all, but we'll get them there. Looking forward to our foundation presentation. Present.
Yes, Bob and Pearson. Here's the horse.
Okay. So it gives you a challenge.
The quick slide.
Yeah, just, I mean, it's facing the, the arrows are facing you, so.
Basically.
Yeah.
The slide.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Cause I can't find a clicker, so. And
Yeah.
we're about 1,000 here, so, all right. Enjoy.
I'll stand here like this. Get ahead, get it started up. Yeah, that's okay.
I just know.
Oops, sorry.
I might take it.
Then-
Go to Zoom and then hit share. Oh, well, I think.
Well, if we start it, we can't get to it. Yeah.
I was about to say, I think you just share,
Zoom.
yeah, and then, lower that.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, go back just like.
Here.
There you go.
Here.
And then it should be.
This one right there. And this one right there.
Last year I spoke about the Rotary, more about the organizational side, RI. Talked about how there's 1.3 million members, 30,000 clubs. There's 500 districts involved. It's quite an organization there, 200 countries. So this year we're going to talk about the actual Rotary Foundation. which is the part where we get to give away money and do all kinds of amazing things in the world, not only in our community, but in the world.
Yeah.
When did the joke start?
We got. I know my notes, there it goes. Look for environment.
Where do two walls meet? Where do two walls like to meet? At the corner. All right.
Oh, my.
Now, this is.
Now, if we want to click slide.
There we go.
Okay, I have to click it, because Pierce knew how to have fly-in things, and I didn't know how to get rid of that, so.
Yeah.
Influence, so. The foundation, Rotary's been around since 1917. The foundation has given away $3 billion. That's its inception. So it's been it's quite a hefty number. One hit the next one. Might have to hit it twice. So they're basically, these little icons here. So the programs that they introduced, education and literacy, maternal and child health, peace, disease prevention and treatment, water sanitation, economic development, and environment. Those are all awesome objectives, and that's the main focus of all the Rotary Foundation. So specifically, there's an annual fundraiser where all the members of 1.3 million major members targets to get dollars a year out of each person on average. So actually for 1.3 million, this last year, they were at about $91 average. It's really great, $120 million. These are the core projects within the annual fund. So money that we put in, that each of us puts in here, go for these projects right here. The earmarks, they're all set aside there. They only charge us a 5% administrative fee, which any of you been involved in nonprofits, that's a hard number to meet to keep your costs down at 5%. So 95% of our money is going to particular programs. So we'll start with the first one, Rotary Peace Center. So every year they give about 170 scholarships or awards, result 50 master's degrees and 120 specific certificates related to peace resolution, peace conflict avoidance, and things like that. There are 8 Rotary Peace Centers around the world. There's one in the United States, which I was noticing, Duke University and UNC. It's hard to get those two to go together. They're like rivals. The Yankees or the Red Sox. The latest one that we've opened was one here in India. I never heard of it. Everybody else is going to have to be first, but somebody had rated the business school there as the number 11 in the world. You get an idea of the quality of these universities there. Now, one of the interesting things is if you get awarded one of these, you cannot go to a university that's in your school in your birthplace or where you live. So that means if you got one here in the United States, you're probably gonna have to learn a foreign language. But sometimes the UK, they sound like you get a foreign language, but that would be the easiest one to learn here. So they're going all around the world. So I've been a Rotary 20 years, so 170 people a year, that's 3,400 people out there trying to promote peace and dealing with conflict of that, which I think is pretty
I think it's considered,
nice today.
but Rotary doesn't think it's considered the largest scholarship program in the world, isn't it? With the scholarships that they give for this.
I'm going to give you some stuff on the scholarships a bit later. So these people that graduate, they go out in all kinds of things. They go 18% education, bunch of NGOs, nonprofits, law, business, law enforcement. So they're out there in all kinds of different aspects of like trying to promote peace. So that's an amazing program. 2 months ago, I never even heard of this Rotary Community Corps. This is the part of the Rotary where local groups throughout the world get together to pick a project that they feel is important to their local community. And it's these
groups then get a sponsor with the Rotary Club. But no Rotarians are actually allowed to be a member of these groups. So it's a totally separate group. It's supported by Rotary. And here's some interesting facts here. So there's 13,000 of these groups around the world, 100 countries, 300,000 volunteers. They're in urban and rural locations. They're in developed and non-developing countries. Women play a very important part of this. More than half of them are either, controlling or playing a major role in this. And, having been involved with a few countries around the world, women in like Africa and other developing nations, women are very important to them. And the families, cultures there. Now, this is a much younger age group. Gary, you and I, so 50% of them are 40 and under, 80% of them were under 50. This is a little Gary thing, so it's not a bunch of old white men doing this stuff. It's a very nice, diverse group. So pretty exciting to have 300,000 people involved in doing this around the world. And then another one is the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. My previous club, we sent 1 or 2 people to this program every year. So again, I've seen about 30 kids go through this thing. And generally speaking, they're age 14 to 30, but they're usually high school kids, from my experience. 50,000 participants a year. My 20 years in Rotary, I mean, there's a million of these kids that have gone through this and do it. It could be a 1, 3, or 10-day program. The ones that we had were 3-day weekend things, started on a Friday, ended on a Sunday. We get, Rotary gets community leaders to come speak to them. They get motivational speakers. If you've been to Pets and Pals or any, Rotary has some phenomenal motivational speakers. They're great. And then they also get sort of peer mentors, people that are in their age group who help guide them on this. And so every one of the kids that I talked to, half of them said they didn't even want to go, but they went, their parents made them or whatever. And they said it was just amazing. I mean, hundreds of these kids here, they all come away excited. The idea is to teach them how to become leaders, how to become influencers. They give them techniques, team building things, ideas. They get some contacts. Basically, they learn some ways to, they're usually motivated and passionate about doing some things. So you teach them how to take that motivation, that passion, and turn it into action and actually see some results. So it's an amazing program. I don't know when the last time this club was sent first in RILA, but it's an amazing opportunity, and hopefully we see some more of it.
It'd be life-changing for you.
It is. If you just see them and hear them talk, and you're talking about hundreds of kids at that age getting together, and they're together with like-minded kids, and I mean these are very influential, amazing kids. When you go out there and see them, you're impressed with the quality of people that participate in these programs.
And if I can make a plug, we have sent youth to this from our club, not for a few years now. So if you know anyone who would be interested, I'm sure as a club, right, Brian, we would be willing to send them.
Yep. Now I'm turning it over to you.
Hello, everybody. My name's Pierce. First time talking with y'all. I'm Bob's less well-dressed second half and new grasshopper on the Road Foundation Committee. And he's graciously taken me under his wing and willing to show me some stuff. And in the process, this is where we kind of are. So today, moving on, we're talking about Rotary Youth Exchange. And I first want to start out by asking, does anyone have any involvement in this particular program funded by the Rotary Foundation?
Youth Exchange.
You hosted?
My parents did. They had like 5 of them over the years. So I have
Where are they from?
Ghana, Italy, Japan, France, and I don't remember the 5th. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, that's a great example right there.
Poland.
This is Poland.
There
Okay,
you go.
very nice.
His daughter went over to Oslo and
We had a Spanish student come here.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so if you've traveled ever, or if you've done a semester abroad in college, or you've hosted people from the Rotary Youth Exchange, I think the value is self-evident. When you go to other places, you learn other things, you understand each other better, and that makes us well-rounded, globally focused Rotarians. And these kids get to do it at a young age, and that's really great.
You ready?
Let's do it. Language, this is a lot of what we're going to point out here is the benefits of going abroad and having hosting and exchanging. But these students, they get a lot of opportunities that, come straight from the foundation, straight from your donation. What would not have been possible before to experience, a full academic year in any one of those countries that Cliff was talking about and the rest of the world. I went semester abroad in college, and it was all on private donations, and it was so meaningful to me that later on in life, my goal is to give the $10,000 back to that organization who did it because it meant so much, and that speaks to me. So every one of these programs speaks to people in different volumes, and this is one of those great things we get to do. Okay. One of the reasons I'm here today and I've been beamed down is to make sure that the Rotary Foundation is actionable and is on the ground beneficial to the Lake Stevens Rotary Club, as well as the rest of the world. So I want to make sure that you walk out of here understanding that donating to the Rotary International or the Rotary Foundation helps the Lake Stevens Rotary Club, our community, the communities around us, and the rest of the world at the same time. And we do that by mastering logistics, right? They say amateurs talk tactics, professionals talk logistics. This is where the logistics come in through grants. And I know Lance has something to say about this later too. But there's 4 different types of grants. The district grants are the ones that we act most locally on. And this graphic here on the right kind of shows where your donation gets divided, with a donation for every person into the World Fund, about 50%, and 50% into district designated funds, which are then dispersed down to clubs at local levels to do projects, programs, etc. So the district grants are I underline short term. They have to be short term, about 12 to 18 months life cycle of the project, and they have immediate effect. And that's $500 to $10,000 right here. So we're eligible for up to $10,000 with a district grant, and we can get multiple. Disaster response grants, the flooding in Texas and earthquakes, and essentially it's immediate relief funds. So your donation will go to immediate recovery, humanitarian assistance, disaster response programs that stabilize regions post event. And that if anyone's ever experienced that, or can understand the importance of getting food and water and electricity, that's what we do. Global grants, this is a $30,000 minimum long-term project. So we're thinking like the aquatic centers, the pools, the ginormous Rotary projects. These are the things that when you go across the country and you go abroad, you see some massive thing and it says donated by the Rotary Club, and you get that feeling of, yeah, Rotary, yeah. A lot of that's global grants. And of course, we're eligible for these as well. If we have the vision and we have the focus, that we're eligible for this, $300,000, $400,000, all the donations matched by the Rotary Fund, so that doubles. It's awesome. And then program of scale grants, there's only one on the slide. If you look at the graphic on the bottom, there's only one been done. But what I like to explain that as is it's whatever we have going on in the world, whatever Rotary has going on, it bolster those efforts, and reinvigorate those efforts, make old new again, and continue the good work that was already drummed up in the past. So the old dogs, new tricks fund. Grants, excuse me. So if you look at the bottom graphic, there's been a ton of grants. The most are global grants. This is year 24-25, 468 district grants at $29 million. A lot of money coming down, coming right back to Lake Stevens Rotary Club if we've got the vision for it. And it's awesome. This is our power right here.
That was something before you leave here. So
yeah, of course.
These scale grants, I didn't know, but they basically do one a year. They pick one project in the world to do, and usually this says $2 million under that little sign there. So we partner up with another organization So sometimes we might be the majority frequently, sometimes we're not, but we expect other people, other organizations to contribute materially to these kind of programs. And they have to be proven programs. So I wrote down a couple of examples of ones here, and it was like, you know, a water program in India, and cervical cancer in Egypt was another year. Maternal and neonatal care in Nigeria, you know, malaria, dealing with malaria in Zaire. So this is all over the world, big scale projects that have been successful, and they're just doing more of the stuff that's already been proven. Yeah,
Scholarships. Yeah, so we've seen the first scholarship come through at the local level. Rotary International donating to the Rotary Fund puts people through college. Lots of people through college. Education is obviously the foundation for a better future. We know that. We have a superintendent here. Scholarships awarded annually, $30,000 minimum, $400,000 maximum. I know, Bob, you've been here 20 years, it says on the slide.
Yep.
You donate, the Rotary Funds provides 300 times a year. That's 6,000 Rotary Fund scholarships in the time that Bob's been here. So we know as lifelong Rotarians, the impact starts there. If you go to the next piece down, district scholarships, 13,000 over the lifetime of one member, my esteemed chairman, Bob here, excuse me. The last one, 600,000 clubs at the 1 year, one per year. So that's a bunch of people. Like you said, the largest impact of scholarships in the world, basically making the future brighter and making people smarter decision makers. And Bob, did you have anything more to say?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It's hard to figure out how many clubs out of the 30,000 clubs support scholarships, but I would say it's most of them. I did find some stats on just 4 here: Marysville, Everett, Arlington, Lake Stevens. It's about 150 a year. So it's pretty good just from 4 clubs, and there's 30,000 of them out there. So that number is probably way more than 600,000 in my 20 years. It's probably well over 1 million. So
I mean, is anybody, I got one when I was.
did.
So wonder, did anybody else get one year in high school?
No.
Well, informal.
Well, look, it was well invested.
Now he's there. Who does impact lives?
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. No.
All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about polio. So United States, when I was a kid, and Gary too, I mean, there was a big push. You had to get your polio shots to go to school. We haven't had a recorded case of polio in here since somewhere in the 1960s. But in 1988, there was a global initiative to try to really get rid of this horrible disease. This is such a horrible disease. You've seen pictures. It's terrible. Not only do these people have to deal with the physical challenges of it, I'm sure there are many mental ones, but socially, a lot of countries, if you have polio, many of them think that you've been possessed by the devil. You somehow being punished for karma for something you did in a previous life. They're totally shunned and just, I mean, it's a tough road to go down. So 1988, there were 350,000 cases around the world. Last year, 31. That's a 99.9% decrease. There's only 2 countries left. But like many things, at one point we got into double digits because the virus is mutated. There's new strains. So now the ideal program is to do your first dosage at age 2 months. You have 3 booster shots, with the last one being at age 6, just so that these strains don't keep popping up and doing what they did before. There's only 2 countries in the world left now, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Last year, they, gave vaccinations, oral doses to 45 million kids in Pakistan, 11 million. Now, I went and looked up, like, how many kids are age 6 and under? 50 million in Pakistan, 10 million in Afghanistan. So they're really finally making a breakthrough with these 2 countries. Getting out there and getting these kids vaccinated early on. we've had tremendous relationship with the Gates Foundation for years. They've usually tried to triple what we put in. We put in 50 million a year. We put in now $850 million into this program, which means the Gates Foundation probably got 3 times that. It's going to be so awesome when this thing finally goes away and it's gone, and never to be seen again. So that's really exciting. That's a major, it's not part of our annual giving fund. So a lot of times we ask people, do you want to give to polio? That's a separate thing. And it would be wonderful if you would do that as well. It's really worth it. We've had discussions at the board meetings and stuff about it now. And I'm old and I want to see our money get used while I'm still alive. But the Rotary Foundation has really gotten started in creating a permanent endowment fund. In '96, they had a goal of reaching $200 million over 15 years, and they met the goal in 9 years. Then they said they shoot for $1 billion of 20 years, and they met it in 10 years. So now there's about $1.5 billion. Not all of them are the permanent fund, but they got $1.5 billion that last year generated $110 million of earnings. That was part of what was spent. So last year, $120 million from our annual fund, all of these clubs and all of our members, $230 million from 110 from earnings. Of that, we spend about $1 million a day on these programs that we've talked about, and many of which we have not talked about, but it's very exciting. They actually create a surplus, which they use to, again, increase the amount of assets under management, creates more potential to make more earnings. So that's really exciting. So I'm going to turn this back over here, but I guess we have new members. I saw Aaron had to leave, Tony, Ashley, Pierce. You know, you see that you're part of a bigger organization. This club is great. It's fun having this. Everybody gets to say they know Raquel and how great it is, right? But there's more to it than just Raquel. Yes. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yes, sir. As a new Rotarian, thank you for pointing out that this is something that we know every Rotarian every year, I'll say it, every Rotarian every year, right? This is something that every Rotarian has an obligation to think globally, and this is exactly what that translates to at a local level. Why do we do this? Why do we give to the Rotary Foundation? Besides obviously helping, it's for our club, we don't get just to participate in Lake Stevens, we get to participate in the world. It fosters that culture of giving, but it's not just that. The club recognition, and I would put a red star on it, is what allows us to do what we want to do. It means every single member with $100 per capita average of giving to the foundation per year is, if we all get to there, $100 per person on average, then we have special status or preferential status for receiving grants from the district. And that means we get to the top of the line versus the bottom of the line. So when we have these projects that we want to do them, then, and we have this status, we're at the top, we're the front. We don't get that. We might be in the back, it might run out of funds. We might have all the great ideas in the world, but we'll never be able to get them done unless we have the ability to access grants. And again, you donate. If we all have 50 members in our Rotary Club here, everyone gives 100 to a project, that's 5,000, but we can get 10,000, we can double it with matched funds from receiving grants. So we're going to get pretty sharp at this. We would appreciate everybody to help us get to this goal, and let's get the next year as successful as possible. And then there's individual recognition as well, by the way. Everyone knows the Paul Harris Awards. Those come back to you as well. You get individual recognition. The more you donate, the more that comes back to yourself as a Rotarian. And that always feels good. So I underlined it at the bottom. It's a qualification process. I really like that the Rotary Fund does this because it incentivizes us and it brings the impact more locally and gives our club more prestige. And I really do want to see our club grow and have more prestige. And I'm sure you do too.
So if you look at District 50/50, there turns out to be about 50 clubs, and we are like
over the $100, but barely, which puts us right in the middle. There are several clubs in Canada that average like over $400 a member. So, and then they're up. Huh? Canadians, yes. Yeah, those Canadians, yes. So,
That's a good point.
yeah. Yes.
Thank you. So regarding the Red Star and the $100 on average for all of our members, I know when we pay our dues, we have that easy option of giving $100 at that time. So that's a good habit to have. For folks who maybe don't give that full $100 on that time, but we give other times. Okay, my question is, when we give to Happy Bucks and our raffle, where does that money go?
Madam Treasurer.
Great.
What you get into your dues, that goes to charitable. And I don't know if you're going to address this, but there is an option online to have it Tracy department where automatically, like every month, $25 comes out of the bank account. And you never miss it. And it builds up really fast.
So we have a lot of alternatives. I don't know, were you able to get the QR code going? Think, are we gonna do that
I
later?
do have a QR code, yes.
So we're gonna make it easy. You can do QR code, you can do Venmo, you could write a check to our treasurer here. You can do all kinds of things. It's easy. It's really simple.
To get to clarify, so when we give, it's called either giving to the foundation or the charitable.
Yeah, giving to the foundation is the same thing as giving charity.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
I've signed up to do $100 a month to come up. Is that separate from that?
That is separate from that. This has to actually be earmarked for the Rotary Foundation Annual Fund.
Okay.
And I fill out a form. What? It's going to the Rotary Foundation. Yes, the big one.
National declares Todd Hopper, St. Stephen's Foundation.
Right, we have.
It's Rotary International.
Lots of words being thrown out.
I know. I
Let's go
know.
To the $4 billion fund, and instead of the smaller fund. Now, I have sat on some COPON meetings last year, and global grants do also go there as well. So they do use global grants, which is the Rotary Fund as well. So if you want to, it is a roundabout way of getting to that.
Pierce, you understand this so well, and I think that we're all asking good questions, especially me. Just kidding. It'd be interesting to have a slide that does say all of those synonyms and where the money goes to. So we really have a strategic plan and understand where money is going and why, and making sure we're making really wise decisions that benefit the most, right?
Yeah, so we have a lot of club level projects that we do
Right.
that we're making donations to and we're adding to. But this is part of Rotary International. The Rotary Foundation is the arm of Rotary International that gives away money all over the world. It's not to say that our club can't give away money to different opportunities around the world. Yes, but yeah.
And I can give you a quick breakdown fast. So when you give up, let's say your $100, it gets separated into those three big funds that we're talking. So we have the annual programs fund, and that is all of those programs we talked about, the youth exchange, grants, RILA, all those things. So that's annual programs fund. Then you have the polio fund.
So it's not going to, just so you know.
Oh, it doesn't go?
The annual fund that you give just goes to the 6 things that we talked about.
Oh, it does.
The polio is a totally separate fundraiser.
Okay.
They have others totally separate funds coming in to do other things. But the money that we send in as members to the Rotary Annual Fund go for those 6 things. The
Yeah.
peace funds, the scholarships.
There's $100 a year minimum. When you pay your dues, you kind of included in that, if you step up to that level.
Yeah, that's optional, but yes, we encourage you to choose the option to put some money into the fund. Yes, as well as giving to our club, because we do a lot of specifically directed to our community you know, at the end of the year, how much do we give out? $50,000, 40,000 over the year for various charitable endeavors that our club does. We do scholarships. We do all kinds of things.
Right.
That
I can just echo. You just go to myrotary.org and log in. You can easily go and you not only get to say, I want to chip in $10 a month and just charge it to my credit card, so you don't even have to worry about it. You can pick which funds you want your money to go to. Whether it's the polio fund, an annual fund, whatever, they all count towards Paul's.
and all that stuff gets funneled back to the foundation group here so that you get credit for our club if you go through any of these other alternative means of doing it. We figure out.
Name, you get $1,000, you get Paul Harris.
Yes. Yep.
And there's, you want to explain the points? You get points for certain things.
Yeah, so we collect, again, you know, we're gonna try to get around $5,000. We fill out a form that says where every one of those dollars came from. So it's going in your names. We put it in there. People that are doing it directly, that's already in the system. So we know of that. So then for every $1,000 that a person gives to the foundation it could take years, it could do it 1 year, you could do it in 5 years, but they keep track of that. And then you get one of these nice awards that we hand out periodically to people to show that they've stepped up and, you know, made a commitment, backed it up with some real dollars. It's greatly appreciated. So
I got one more thing to say. Since, you guys know I'm an airline pilot, so I gotta bring you guys to flight school a little bit today. All right, so as your captain today, I have to, ask every first day in flight school, if anyone's ever been to pilot training, they ask one question, kind of just to get you warmed up. And I'm gonna ask that question to you guys to see how you guys do. So they ask you, what makes airplanes fly? Does anyone know what? You know what? Money. Money makes airplanes fly. All the great intentions in the world to get that plane off the ground, and they couldn't do it without someone cutting the check. So we're not flying planes today, but we are getting good off the ground. And wanted to go into this weekend with, full heart for the Rotary Foundation. And over the next couple of months, Bob and I are going to be coming back periodically and reminding y'all that this is something that we need to be doing until we get to our goal. We have, and I'll defer to you, we have until June 1st. Is that right?
we need to get our reports in time. It has to be done by June 30, but we need time to turn it in and get credit for this year. So yeah.
They moved the timeline up this year. So last year we had an extra couple months. This year they pushed it up 3 months. We have until the end of June to finish this, and then disbursement in July.
So that's a good segue to you.
Hit the slide.
I'm not hitting the slide. You can hit it yourself, but talking about district grants. Yes.
I guess you would be putting statements out for everybody that says you're $300, you're at 1,000, so now you can get Paul here. So
yeah, when we find out if somebody's really close, we go have a little conversation with them and say, wouldn't you like to put in an extra couple dollars to get the next level award for you? So yes. And we got a couple of people that stepped up last year and did it. They said, oh, I'm that close. Fine. I need $300. They put it in. So speaking of grants, which is the really cool part of what we do this, we get money in our district to go do these things. And Lance, you started talking about something last week, but you could give them an update of what happened.
So really quick, if you think about the district grants that we're eligible for, if we are giving $100 per Rotary and we have 50 members, we can get all of that back with one district grant back to our club to do things right here in Lake Stevens. So we have been working on this idea of a pollinator garden. How many of you have heard us talk about a pollinator garden? We know how important pollinators are. You had some statistics. How much of
I did. 1/3 of the world's food crops require pollination. So it's very significant. If these little bees were and other insects and stuff were to go away, it would be catastrophic to the environment.
So when I think Brad, I sat next to you a couple of weeks ago and said, hey, we got this idea. Is there any place in the city you thought, where can we put a pollinator? Right? If this was going to be a project and something that we apply for a grant, and you started listing off things, and then you caught yourself and said, you need to talk to the Parks Department, right? So, I called the Parks, talked to Jill, and, she says, well, yeah, we would consider this, but you know, here I'm thinking in my mind, we're going into the bureaucracy of the city, right? She talked about a master plan that they were redoing at Eagle Ridge Park, so I'm thinking automatically in my mind, well, this is probably next year down the road, right? Because I don't know how long it takes to get a master plan together. So within another day, she emailed me back and said, okay, we can meet with you this
Wednesday?
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday. So I'm going, okay, let's do this. And so Brian and Bob and I went and met with the Parks Department at the city. And, it wasn't bureaucratic at all. They had the same number of ideas that you gave me right here, sitting in this chair, about possibilities where we put pollinator gardens in Lake Stevens. So go ahead and bring the picture up, because how many of you have been up to Eagle Ridge Park, the community gardens? This is, from what Jill showed us, a master plan, or at least phase one, right, of Eagle Ridge Park. So you can see the senior center. This is the current senior center. Community gardens are there. They're looking at putting in this additional parking and even an amphitheater behind where the senior center is. I don't know how many years. I know
We have some money for this already.
right.
We're not that far off.
Right. So we were thinking, where a better place to put a pollinator garden than right next to the community gardens, right? Because those plants need pollinators. So they brought us up this map and they said that there are raised beds all the way around this on the outside of the fence of the community gardens, that something was planted years ago and that whoever planted it didn't follow up with the maintenance to keep it going. So when we were talking to Jill, I reminded her that before the city of Lake Stevens had a parks department, the Rotary Club of Lake Stevens was the parks department. Thanks to Jim Hagan. So I confirmed with her that if we do this, we will make the commitment that we will keep it up, right? Whether we involve Cub Scout, Boy Scout, cat packs, seniors from the senior center possibly that like to garden, members of our own club that want that hands-on experience to keep something like this up. So we went up there after our meeting with the city. We looked at the pollinator or the current beds that were around there. But what they really showed us was an area right here that they've taken out blackberries and all kinds of vegetation. They put down wood chips. And they said this would be an excellent place to put a pollinator garden. So if you think about this plan, this is going to be a major entrance into this whole area. And when we were walking around, we thought this is a pretty good chunk of property where you could actually have a trail that would go through and signage, I would imagine, as an educational opportunity for people, kids, adults, to learn about pollinators and the importance of pollinators. So I think when we were there, it looks like a fantastic opportunity for us. Now, Bob, you looked into the cost of seeds, which aren't much, right? I think the signage, when we think about what this is going to look like, depending on the signage they have, you guys have seen walk-through places where they have the tilted, nice little reader boards, and I'm sure those are fairly expensive. Am I correct? So, thinking about a district grant, if we fully develop this as a walk-through garden with signage, it would probably fall into the category of $5,000 to $10,000. So meeting with Jill, in addition to this location, she talked about the new Frontier Heights Park that's going in and the sensory garden that's going there. Now, the Arts and Parks Foundation is going to be the partner there with that sensory garden. And it's really cool when she showed it to us. But there's an opportunity to put another one in Sunset Park. You guys know where Sunset Park is on the lake? It's on the, what, south? East side of the lake. And you guys just did some pretty good renovations in the last couple of years there. So there's a piece of property that along the fence kind of goes down the hill that they had proposed. And then there's a little triangular piece of property at the boat launch that is currently just sitting there kind of brown in the picture that she showed us because there's no water to that parcel. So there's a potential of 3 locations that we could do this. And I think the 3 locations, if we had this as our flagship, project, that we could include in a district grant foundation request that we have to get in by June 1st.
Correct.
So any thoughts, questions? I know we're over time. James?
So one of the aims of scouting is citizenship training. And if a scout wants to earn the rank of Eagle, they have to do a service project benefiting community organization. So this would be an ideal thing that they could partner with. Scouts do signs, information signs, trail building, whatever. So there's a way to multiply the available resources.
That's what we were hoping.
As they know, I know this club has talked a lot about bringing all other not-for-profits together. This would really lend to that. I don't know if you guys realize, so this is a trail, right? That goes all the way down the Lentine Parkway and it's in the woods and it's like 80% nice and I walk it all of the time. But you're literally like in the middle of the forest, right off the Lentine Parkway. So to be able to go and like pollinators like park here, see the pollinators, check out what people are growing, that they're giving back to the food bank, get all of the majority of that food, and then be able to run around in the open space, and then we'll hop up and down a trail. And then soon there'll be sidewalks up to Starbucks. Right? Yeah, like we're just like that's a whole afternoon for anyone to enjoy. I love it.
Yeah, and this is actually bus parking for that reason.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be a big draw.
Yeah.
Beehives are included, or is that something?
No, it's
Just
gonna be
pollen.
all plants that attract pollen.
Oh, okay. The idea is to plant things that look attractive year round.
Yeah.
So it's good in the spring, winter, summer, fall.
Right, Lloyd?
So I'm gonna put a little bit of a damper on it. Sorry, I love this idea. I do this in my own garden, okay? But you have to maintain it.
Correct.
You gotta have somebody who's going out there deadheading and weeding, whatever. So this is not a one and done. And it's gonna take the club members saying, yeah, we're in for this. I want to go once a month or whatever to work on.
Yeah.
Well, partnering with the community organizations or even scouts and whatever, that can be established.
And we do have some new members that on their application said, I want to get my hands dirty.
Is there a partnership? I don't know, I can't remember the name of the group, but I know there's some bee people in the community, obviously, but like the fair. Is there a partnership with those folks that might give us some expert advice on?
We've got a partnership at Sherwood for sure with a guy that comes to every event that we do, and brings us bees, so we can reach out to him, sure.
Oh, yeah, Tim Addy at Anxious, he raises bees.
That's all right, well, I know we're over time, but this is the project that's probably got the most concrete foundation that we could use in a grant application in a short period of time, so do we have the blessing of the club to go forward with this? Yeah.
I'm not sure money are we looking for.
$10 million.
We'll get some, for the grant application, we'll have to get some pricing on signage, we'll have to figure out what all the seats cost.
Seeds, grading, there's gonna be some issues there again.
Even that.
Okay.
This is all free.
And we can bring in our whole community. So-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great, thank you.
thank you. All right.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, everybody.
Are we done? Can I ring this?
Yeah, I don't care.
President.
People were
You really have. Yeah, it's something. Oh, well, I like that. Number. No, no. Twice.
Yeah, I got a bartender's license. I would love to. I would love.
Absolutely. I mean, I definitely. Just give me the up down. No, I just want to make
That's a good person. Exactly. We're calling it done. Think about you last. Yeah. I'm going out today for my house. Yeah, Stockton, Las Vegas. We'll be out there flying. Okay. Doing 8 White House.
I feel like followed up on it, but you need another like upload file.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need minutes.
Yeah.
And so all.
I'm still what I talked about.
Is the night also clarify? I know, sometimes, and she's right there, like, this get, check your shot there.
Yeah, and you told me different.
So.
I think like I said. Okay, so the last Saturday, either one of them actually, we text you. I will. Remind you the same. And we'll check on their calendar. Yes. It'll, give it for legal.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I want to do it on a Saturday.
So if you want to do that,
I talked about the.
I've never done.
Oh, really?
Oh, and I mean. But keeping it warm, like.
That is the hard part.
And so my plan is I am gonna slice it ahead, but I rather.
Oh.
And I make towels out of old sites. And so I'm gonna pour in towels.
That's what I'm trying to say. You have some liquid in it. It'll help that.
Yeah, and a little, I know, a little bit of water.
Just because it has some flavor in it, so, that's what I was just out of.
Well, I have two.
Well, we're doing. Yeah, Stacy's gonna ship up sausage backwards, so like, gonna do rib.
This stuff.
I'm thinking there's probably gonna be 40 to 50 people.
We have four.
Oh, one's,
So, check, I don't know. Right. So Costco. A while ago. I've been going there, but I've always like, I finally asked the guy, like, it was kind of one off, they said, wouldn't go Costco. I get like more because. Okay. But then it was like 20 cents more. And like, it was so, I didn't even towel that, you know, towel it myself. It was so rich that I wouldn't towel that.
Well, I appreciate y'all.
Okay. I'll try to remember.
I'll try to text you.
I'm trying to be healthier instead of eating that. We're gonna go, well, they're rushing, like they have their weight back. I'm just like. There's like 4 of us that are gonna go. Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, did they send your phone?
Yeah. I think that's gonna take a different. Well, we're gonna start. Take account everything like this, but we don't have to mix them with the chamber. They'll still be part of the chamber, but. And I think we have to do that because.
I just want to, you see.
Yes, you're gonna talk more about Ockfest and Rotary and then this, I guess, for going on.
Sorry, walking up the street.
Hey.
You go in the.